Wow, wow, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Joshua Swift, we're back. Can you believe it? We're back to our old stomping ground here at the University of Minnesota. Your Golden Gophers are playing some team, that doesn't matter, that they're going to stomp. Looks like the New Mexico Aggies. Little powder puff team for the Gophers, who themselves aren't all that productive in the college football arena, are going to play. This is their debut home game. I've never been to a Golden Gopher football game yet. We were here last year at a soccer game, but this is the first time and I'm excited. It is quite blustery out, so the signage is going to be fun to corral. We got our classic signage. What do you think about Flat Earth? This guy's got a sign saying, I need tickets. What's going to be more of a productive day, me or him? Well, let's find out. Pretty excited. I've had so much drama going on in my life here the last 2 months. I am living in an RV. I have minimalized myself all the way down to a 25-foot mobile camper. Moved in there Monday night, so we've been sleeping in that the last couple of nights. Don't have proper plumbing quite yet, so we do have access to a toilet outside of where my camper's at, but I'm thinking about getting like fitness center type of membership or whatever. This guy knows it all. So they're just about, I think they've kicked off already. Score at the moment is 0-0. So here they come flocking into a game that means nothing, that we all know the Gophers are going to win until they start playing Big Ten college football, and then they'll start losing. Typical Minnesota mediocre team. They lift your spirits and then they let you down. So this is going to be really exciting. This is probably going to be the stomping ground, other than the lake here and there, for the duration of 2018. So we'll walk around, get familiar with the area. At the moment, people are filing in. I really don't, when I did watch football and all that jazz, didn't really care too much about it until the second half, particularly the fourth quarter. So that gave me some free time to do other things like play video games, sit around and waste my life with athletes that don't know who I am and could really care less. Just as long as you come to their games, buy their propaganda and paraphernalia, they'll come back out Sunday and Saturday to play their games. One thing that's funny about college football now is first year ever, college football students and seniors in high school who are premier players can have agents now. So now college students are going to be able to make money playing college football. Probably get some shoe and endorsements from your various companies that sell their merchandise made by China. Lindsay Whalen. Everybody praised Lindsay Whalen. She's done so much for the earth, allowing people to waste their lives watching WNBA basketball. She doesn't know any of you people, and neither do any of your professional sports athletes. So I just suggest shutting it all off. getting informed, finding out where you live, looking up 5G, chemtrails, so on and so on. Yeah, that's nice. Good for Donald Trump. It's good that you vote, sir. That's productive. Never heard this song before, have we? Watch out for getting copyright strikes tonight from all the amazing music that's going to be played. Last year when we were here for the soccer game, I got a copyright strike from an Eminem song. That was funny. Not expecting a whole lot at the moment. They all want to get into their bread and circuses as soon as possible. Drink their $10 beer and their $15 salted pretzels with GMO cheese. I wonder if these guys are gonna jam out on the drums here. Probably. But in a couple hours, I expect to see some conversations possibly, but you know, whatever. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm doing my part, and I feel confident in spending my time here on a beautiful end of August, last weekend before school, so they can indoctrinate your kids into lies about where we live. And then they have homecoming. I think they play Iowa in a couple of weeks. Vikings football starts on the 9th. And the Minnesota Twins are just a complete and utter failure. So we'll just move on from them. Hope to plan on coming out to the university with a couple of people, maybe even set up a table. I have a couple of ideas of where we could set up a table on campus grounds. And it's really affecting the kids to then get them to challenge the teachers. And then if the teachers have a conscience, they have themselves a little grasshopper on their shoulder, and to get them to stop teaching lies to children about where we live and dinosaurs and evolution and all that crap.
And then they like
keeping my eye out for funny business like these two. What did his sign say? Did his sign say, what do you think about flat Earth? Yeah? Want to chat about it, sir? But if you want to talk about the NFL and your fantasy football team, everybody's all about that. All your mindless indoctrination. No, the game hasn't started till the second half, fellas. So we'll hang out here at this corner, and then we'll probably come back for sure, because this is one of the main exits and entrances for the stadium. I think if I read correctly, your Minnesota Golden Gophers have a new coach, not surprisingly. He's got delusions of grandeur and so on and so on. I expect this team to go 500 or worse. They can't compete against your local Midwest teams, your Iowa, your Wisconsins, and your Michigans, and Michigan State. I mean, it just doesn't even make any sense why people even come out to these games to watch, you know, these first games. When you know they're going to win, they're out of conference games. So right. Your Minnesota Golden Gophers are on the board. 6 donut. I'm so excited. That is their first touchdown of the year. It's changed my life, personally. I don't know about you guys out there, but I'm incredibly excited. It's a little bit of an overcast. It feels like there's a front coming in. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so it's probably, that's what's coming. Yeah, the clouds are moving from the south. Well, here she is, your TCF Bank Stadium, where your Golden Gopher football's played. Never been inside yet. Maybe someday we can put something together so we can make an appearance inside. My stadium's about half full right now. I figure people will continue to climb aboard into their seats as the night progresses. It's only 10 minutes into the first quarter. So all of these people will have an opportunity to hear truth and hopefully be challenged and then inspired to do more flat earth stuff. It's funny watching these. Yeah, what do you think about it?
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
Are you part of the Flat Earth Society?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Like,
I have some brochures here for you.
I want to be part of this.
Yeah. So, did you know that the Flat Earth Society may or may not be a CIA-run operation to kind of make fun of it?
It's more dumb because that makes sense. Wait.
Yeah, they are trying to make it. Actually, this university is trying to make you more dumb by teaching you something that doesn't exist, like outer space.
Outer space doesn't exist.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I've seen
Yeah.
planets from like the sky.
You've seen lights in the sky, right?
Holy shit! Don't even do this to me right now.
I'm just saying.
I heard something about how like all the pictures of Earth that you see are like like pieces put together.
Yeah, the composites.
There's no like actual like I believe the Earth is round.
That's fine.
Yeah, I do too, but
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't.
there's a possibility
You
that
never know
something
all the
weird is
shit that people pull on us.
happening. You think the Earth is
I
flat?
don't know.
I'm 99% sure that the Earth is flat.
So,
Yeah.
so what's like the moon and the planets and the stars and all that?
I don't know what the moon is,
It could be a
but the moon
hologram.
does make its own light.
It's like a hologram.
You know that?
Okay.
So the moon doesn't reflect the sun's light.
Okay.
Since you mentioned the moon, do you happen to know what causes the phases of the moon?
If it's not the sun, then I wouldn't know.
Okay. Okay. I think that it's just a phenomenon that happens. Every 28 days there's a new and full moon, right?
Okay.
And then every 14 days it's a half, right?
I don't
So
know,
that's
but
just how we
sure.
tell our
So-
days, because
so
it's a
you said
28-day
the moon
cycle.
produces its own light, and so continuously is the moon flat too? Like was that?
It might be a disc, but I've never been there before, and nobody's ever been there before.
You don't think it? I think the moon landing was fake. It 100% was fake. That was fake.
I'm like,
Yeah, I just think that you should.
watch the Shane Dawson conspiracy theory.
oh yes!
Yeah, he does a pretty good job of breaking it down for people.
Like
No, that guy
he
who talks to,
exposes
that's where I got
people
that
from
point.
like
Yeah.
an intro level, you know?
Yeah.
Like you need to do your own research.
You do.
But it's a good place to
Yeah.
start.
But I mean, do you guys have any other questions? I mean, because this is kind of blows you away,
So
right?
just
Yeah,
chill
no.
around here and like record people talking about the flat Earth.
Yeah, I've been doing this for 18 months.
What do you do
Are you
with the
students or
videos?
I put it on YouTube. Actually, that's my
No
YouTube
shit.
channel right there.
Oh my God, I'm gonna look you up.
Can you put us on there?
Do I
You
look
are on
crazy?
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
put us in there.
yeah, for sure. Well, I mean,
I'm totally
you
live?
you
Are you
will
like-
be now
Post it.
Gotcha.
when you see it, right?
I see.
Aren't you supposed to like ask up?
no.
No, actually, here in Minnesota, there's a one consent law, and that means me, the filmographer, has to consent.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's pretty easy.
I mean, yeah, right. They make it fairly easy.
As long
Yeah,
as I look pretty, I
But-
don't care.
Closing statement.
you look gorgeous.
Aww.
Flat
Yeah.
Earth could be a thing. We don't know anything, but it's probably round.
Round like a
When
penny.
you're running for office, is this?
Well, I do. Yeah, round like a penny. I do challenge you.
Democrats, Republicans, Flat Earth, round.
Don't ever vote because your votes don't count. But can I challenge you with something when you go in there? You have your cell phone on you, I assume, right? Google image the word round, and then come back out here and you point to me how many spheres that you see.
What?
Just saying.
I love it.
You know, check it out.
What's your name, by the way?
Joshua.
Joshua.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you. Yeah.
Don't drink the political Kool-Aid.
Wait,
I'm the prettiest person I know.
I have one question actually.
Yeah.
So you said the moon produces its own light.
Yes.
How does that process work? Like with the sun, we have a basic idea.
Yeah.
Of fusion and stuff.
Well, I believe you have to have faith, right, in some things, right?
Okay.
And I'll have faith in a creator, and I think our creator is the biblical God. And in Genesis
Do you
1,
believe in God?
yes.
Okay.
And in Genesis 1, it explains that he created a lesser light for the night and a greater light for the day. So that means that the moon creates its own light, and the sun creates its own
How do
light.
you guys feel about like atheists who believe in flat Earth?
There's not too many atheists that believe in flat Earth, to be honest with you.
Really? So you
Yeah.
think more religious people believe in flat Earth?
More
So you
people
need
believe in a
faith
creator.
People who don't.
Well, you have faith in outer space, right? You've never been there before. You can't verify that yourself.
But I mean,
So you do have faith in that.
Then I would.
And this institution teaches that. It teaches faith, and me and a lot of flat earthers would say that school is church, because you're believing in a lot of stuff that you can't verify yourself. That's all. So, yeah. Go enjoy the game. Watch the Gophers stomp these guys, because when you guys play Big Ten football, it's not going to happen. Because when you play conference Big Ten football, you're not going to be playing the New Mexico Aggies. I'll tell you that much. They might even lose their homecoming game against Iowa, to be honest with you. But, oh! And then I spoke too soon. There it is, Aggies 7, Gophers 7. So that was fun. Hopefully they're encouraged to actually sit down and order some pizzas and look at some flat earth documentaries. Because I get a lot from people, you know, these people are smart. They can look at 3 or 4 flat earth videos and they can figure it out themselves. I don't have to tell them. It's funny until you look into it, man. Mockery before investigations, the height of ignorance. Height. Maybe not like Mount Everest height. Maybe not the Kármán line height. So I don't know if you all saw that sun probe that was launched a couple of weeks ago. Allegedly, they have a probe on its way to the sun to sit about 3.9 million miles away, which is kind of a funny number. What a coincidence, 3.9. Round like a penny? I'm pretty sure it's flat, yeah.
Everything's flat.
Water's flat.
It's not like the gold. Don't point on that.
Oh, don't touch my stuff, sir.
Don't point in my face, bro. Don't point at me. I'm calling you.
Okay, I can respect your privacy, man. Let me. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Okay?
What you want to say?
I want to say you need to calm down.
No, I'm saying don't put the camera on my face. I'm trying to take you
This
there.
is public property, though.
But don't point in my face, though, man.
Okay, you should probably step away, man, because we're not gonna have a productive conversation,
Don't
man.
point in my face, man. You gotta think like you stand motherfucker.
Well, don't touch my property, man. You're on public property.
You want to do a show tonight?
Yeah, do it right now on camera. Yeah, we got cameras all over. Do it. Then don't engage, man. You're on camera. Look at the cameras above you. Hey, look at the cameras above you, bud. It's a nice guy. Touches my property again, I'll take my backpack off and tase him. Suge Knight me. Yeah, what do you mean? Sacrifice your rappers? That's what Suge Knight does? Sacrifices the people he signs so that he can gain notoriety? Garbage. Anyways, so they sent a probe to the sun that's going to be there for 7 years, 3.9 million miles away from the surface of the alleged sun. 7 years because of a brand new, quote, heat shield that they clearly have been working on for hundreds of years to be able to do that. Not only to go through the Van Allen belt, which they say they're going to go The fastest that they've ever sent a rocket through the Van Allen belt. Why do you have to go faster than the moon landing? It doesn't make any sense. You know? How do you... That malarkey garbage just blows my mind. And how people eat it up. They believe it. And that's fine. You know, you can believe what you want. That's faith, though. You know, the sooner that you can admit that you're in a religion of science and outer space and everything, I think the better off you'll be. But if you think science is fact in regards to outer space and the moon and various other things that happen above us in the sky, you're sadly mistaken, and you'll be quite disappointed when you pass from this earth on to the next that you spent so much time defending something that's not true and you can't verify yourself. So yeah, 40 line, yeah, take it. Yeah. If you just want to get in, then buy a nosebleed seat, man. I don't know, but see, it's like that. Like, they do no investigation. Can't even investigate a simple college football ticket.
Hey, buddy, you need one?
And that's, you got to rely on people to do their own research in regards to flat Earth. That's why I started in the past putting up, you know, like Family Guy type videos during the topics that we were talking about. Because you can't depend on these people. We can hand them pamphlets. I can give them DVDs. So all they got to do is just put in their computer, hook up an HDMI cord to their TV, and then they could watch it. But, you know, for some people, that's just too much. It's just not important to them. But consistency and dedication, particularly here at the university, I think, will hopefully show a testimony of how important this topic really is.
And the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you, Alexis, for your outstanding work within our community. Joining Alexis on the field, President Eric Dale and Athletic Director Mark Boyle. Gopher fans, please join me in welcoming tonight's poet to Minneapolis Combine RV, Alexis Hart.
Yay!
At Poet, our passionate and endless resource, visit poet.com to learn more.
No way.
It's real! The earth is flat! The earth is flat!
That's productive. That's how you learn. Yeah? Okay, how do you know? How do you know? Yeah, they're fake. Oh, middle finger. That's how you learn, right? That's a teachable spirit, is a middle finger. How you doing? Hey. So what do you think? Yeah.
Do you think the earth is flat?
I have a pretty good idea that it is, yeah. Whenever I look at water, it's flat. So at what height do you have to be to see water conforming to the exterior of a ball to create a sphere in a vacuum of space?
Well, I think you have to think about gravity too.
Okay, and what about gravity?
That it exists.
Okay, did you know it's a theory and kind of an idea and it hasn't really been proven?
It actually, I think, was just proven.
It actually hasn't been.
Gravitational wave.
Yeah, I would look into that a little bit more. See, just because they give you animations when you're, learning about something, that doesn't make it real.
Why is this important to you?
Because I don't like to be lied to. Do you like to be lied to?
Do you think it's like
No.
conspiracy that the earth is round?
Round like a penny?
Like, why do you round like a sphere?
Okay, because if you Google image the word round, you just get a bunch of discs. You don't see a sphere.
Sure. I know, but I mean, why,
Okay, all right.
why would, what benefit is people lying to you?
Okay. What if it was to control your mind?
Do you think it's more than just the Earth is flat?
I think it's more, significantly more, yeah. Do you know about chemtrails?
I do not.
Okay, do you know about 5G?
5G is like...
Cell phone connections and stuff like that? Yeah, did you know that 5G and 4G cause cancer?
Yeah, right.
Because they're giving off radioactive electricity?
I did not.
Yeah, so it's just something to think about. Let's say that the Earth, instead of being a sphere like we're taught in school, because I went to school just like you, so for me to like present this, it's not like I came from a quote another planet, right? And I'm introducing this. I believe this Earth was a sphere 3 years ago. So it has just been a progressive thing, but I've always challenged authority and I've questioned my reality. And so what if the Earth, just for example, right, something to think about, water and land went on forever. I'm just saying, what if? I mean, because you seem to have this preconceived notion that you live on a sphere, even though you yourself, even the two of you, can't verify that yourself. You have to take second and third party information, which is why you go here, right? Could this be considered church then? Because it's kind of based on faith that outer space is real and we landed on the moon.
I'm Jewish.
Okay, well that's cool. But it does say in the Old Testament that the earth is firm and immovable. That means it's not spinning. And if you were Jewish, you would understand that. No offense, but
No offense.
I mean, there's a lot of Jewish people that I come across and they know the earth is flat.
Oh, that's a Jewish thing.
I'm just saying, maybe you got to get to a certain age or something that you kind of get into the. Yeah, maybe. I do have a couple of videos ago. I actually have a YouTube channel, and this will be on YouTube later. But it's a brochure, and it's just got like basic Flat Earth 101 stuff. And so, yeah, I mean, do you have any other questions?
How many subscribers do you have?
Just under 3,000.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good for a Minnesota guy, right?
Yeah, hello subscribers.
Yay. So, I mean, if you think about, like, when I bring up the idea that the Earth could go on infinitely, right? Can you fall off a lake? Because I hear a lot of people say, well, what about the edge? You'll fall off the edge, right? But if you go to, like...
But infinitely, then why wouldn't we have discovered more than what we have discovered?
What's this we stuff? You haven't discovered anything. You're taking somebody else's word for it, right?
Do you think NASA's a conspiracy?
They are a military organization, correct?
So all governments around the world have this consensus that although the world is flat and infinite, that we're all going to agree that it's round to trick people.
It's complete. The number 13, Rashad Bateman.
So, like, every pilot is, like, in on this?
No, there's a lot of compartmentalization, and actually there are quite a few videos of pilots on camera saying that the Earth does not spin and it is flat. Have you ever actually looked at that?
Around the sun, or it doesn't
Absolutely not.
axis?
No, the Old Testament actually describes a geocentric Earth, where the Earth is immovable and the sun and the luminaries above us rotate around us.
Robbie Sensible Carrier, tackle by number 2, Hanks. 8-yard gain on the play, second down. 2-yard.
It works like it has always worked. You just are under a preconceived notion that we're a sphere.
So how do they? Where are the other planets? Where do they rotate? Well,
They're just lights in the sky.
Oh,
So you're assuming that you can land on these other planets, but they're just luminaries in the sky.
giants, so you couldn't land on them. But they are.
How do you know that?
They are.
I mean, you're again, I don't mean to step on your toes, but this
Do you
is faith.
believe- what science do you believe?
I believe in observable science that we can test. That's the scientific method, correct? It should be something that we all should be able to verify that we live on a spinning Earth, which has never been verified.
So I think that not all people have access to the materials to verify it because rocket science and
Sure. How does a rocket propel itself in a vacuum? How does it create combustion without air?
8-yard gain on the play, second down.
Yeah. So I mean, I totally understand your questions, but if you Google these questions yourself, you'll find out. You'll find out. You know,
I'll find out.
if you like, you're asking me, like, how do the rockets and like rocket stuff like work in outer space? Yeah, so how do rockets work in outer space? How do they propel themselves off of zero medium? Because don't rockets and fuel need a medium to propel themselves off of?
What do you mean by medium? Well, I mean,
Like air, like water.
Okay, so they propel themselves based off, they blast off and then
They use the momentum to continue onward.
Do they?
Here's the thing is that we're not rocket scientists, we're political science majors.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But we just wanted
wouldn't that make
to see
sense
what it was
though?
about.
To the other, you have to kick, right? To make yourself go forward.
Sure.
So in a vacuum, which has no air, which has no medium and no atmosphere, how does fire, right, from a rocket and fuel propel itself forward?
We wouldn't know that because we don't know shit about we are children and we are political scientists.
Okay, so you're political science majors, right? Has it ever crossed your mind that there's a giant cabal that runs the earth and your votes actually don't count and they've already elected who they want to become president, for example?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
All the time.
Like your secret societies, like Freemasonry, Jesuits, and so on?
We Illuminati.
I'd look into that idea, yeah.
No, those Jesuits are up to something. They're crazy. Oh my
Well, that's fine. I mean, you know, you haven't looked into it, so it's not important to you. You're at college, and I was 20 years old once, too, and I get it, you know, but
I'm actually 40.
hey, that's safe. Good for you. Good, right on. But, you know, until you look into it yourself, I'm just some guy and I'm crazy, right? So until you actually understand that water always lays level and it doesn't turn into a sphere over, you know, a mass because of gravity, I hope that will just start to pique your interest a little bit more and you'll investigate on your own time, because there are no genuine photographs of outer space.
There aren't?
No, there's not. It's all CGI composites or created on Photoshop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like your pictures of Earth are composites. So what they're doing is, because they admit it, actually, if you look into it. So what they're doing is they're using like airplanes. Well, I mean, that's fine. You know, you can mock it because it's new, you know, but until you look into it, you know, it's just not going to make sense.
Well, what I'm so confused about is, so is there just a giant amount of dams that we're that we won't go past? Is that what you're saying?
No, there's a guy named Admiral Byrd in the late 50s who allegedly went down to the Antarctic area, and he found that there's a giant ice wall down there that may or may not be holding all the water in, because water needs to be contained, right? Or it continues to flow. So let's say that there's an ice wall of 500 feet, and they went down there and explored it, and then maybe there was like a canal and they went through it and then they found more land. And then they came back and then they signed the Antarctic Treaty. Are you familiar with the Antarctic Treaty? It's called the Antarctic Treaty. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So immediately, almost immediately when he returned, they created the Antarctic Treaty and then NASA. So now NASA, a government agency, owns the skies, and then the Antarctic Treaty is used as a means to, quote, protect animals. So even if you do go down there like as a, you know, a scientific group, it's not like you can go willy-nilly anywhere you want. You're actually restricted on where you can, even as a scientist.
So it's just Antarctica that is holding everything back?
It may or may not be a giant ice wall, like a ring. You know, so like your hoop earrings, that would be the ring that's holding all the water in, and then inside is the water and land.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then there's more.
There may or may not be more. We have a pretty good idea.
Beyond that, or are they just trapped all in this one area?
I think that we're just human beings. You know, it's just us.
But like outside of the ring, do you think there's more?
There could be like different races of type people or something. I don't know. But I've only seen us, right? You know, so I don't know. But I guess to say I come out here to hopefully encourage students to be agnostic about where they live instead of just full-blown believing that they live on a globe, because you can't confirm that. And that's faith, right? I mean, that's just believing in somebody else's word. And I mean, we could obviously, hopefully agree, since you're political majors, that you can't trust the government.
In a sense.
So what makes... Yeah, I appreciate your time, ladies.
Alright, yeah.
And
Is this all going on YouTube?
every second of it, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so come say hi.
Okay.
All right. And check out my other videos too. And the links in the description section below. There's a lot of information.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Thanks.
And completes number 9. Drew Dan.
Doobie doobie doo. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. Love that reaction. Love that reaction.
1 yard gain of play, second down, 9 yards to go.
9 yards to go. Number 9. Number 9. Your Golden Gophers second quarter, 14-10. Keep you posted on the game. And when I did enjoy sports, I would say NBA basketball, college football, and I don't know, tennis. I like tennis quite a bit. Tennis is good. What? Little John, you're gonna get me copyright struck. Calm down, man. Calm down. Yeah, we're definitely gonna see a lot of these kids over the course of the next couple months. You don't know about it? No? I got a brochure here for you. I'd love for you just to check it out.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, just grab the top one there.
Perfect.
There you go. You can have your own.
Like how people think the Earth is flat?
There's a different. Do you think that there's a difference between knowing, believing, at all?
Oh, you guys think the Earth is flat?
We know the Earth is flat. We know that outer space is fake. We know that gravity is caused by electromagnetism and not some magical force.
What's electromagnetism, like stuff sticking to stuff?
Yeah, kind of like static. Yeah. And I think our military has mastered the ether and the ability to make things levitate and fly. So it is something I encourage you just to order some pizzas and maybe do a couple flat Earth documentaries and see where it leads you. It might lead you right outside here, right? Because it did for me.
What do you mean lead you outside of here?
Well, I came across a flat Earth documentary like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And it took me 2 years to kind of have the truth kind of boil over in my heart to where I had the passion and desire to come teach people that the Earth is flat.
The reason you want to teach people this is what? Like, what's hurting us by believing the Earth?
You don't like to believe you live in a lie, do you?
Oh, that's true. But we know that the government's a lie.
Right.
We know that already. Like,
So they wouldn't lie to you about where you live then, right? Like that's the one thing they wouldn't lie to you about then, is what you're saying.
yeah, but like, I don't get like where the anger about that comes from. Like, oh, the government said something dumb.
Okay.
Like,
Well, that's fine. I mean, if that's where you're at, I get that. I was at college age 1 year or two, and it just takes a while to get to a point where you start to understand the reality in which you live. And if you're
so
basing...
You're making a documentary right now.
No, I have a YouTube channel. It's on the front of that pamphlet there, and I do this all the time.
I'll be on your YouTube.
You will be. You got a shout out? You got a, like an Instagram or something?
Yeah, shout me out.
Do it.
Okay, I'll put my, I'll shout out my Instagram.
Okay.
Grace_Hausman. Woo!
There you go.
Okay. Mine's a little more difficult, so we'll just shout it out like this.
Okay. All right, there she is. Peace.
Flat Earth all the way.
Cheers. Oh, you guys are killing me with the music. Knock it off. Oh no, the Gophers had an interception and it's an incomplete pass. People are losing their S right now. People just
I
hi.
think the worth is round.
The worth is rounds. All right, that makes absolutely no sense. Good for her. You want to chat about it, ma'am? You're not a teacher, are you? I smell the teacher. I smell the teacher. I just had that eye rolling, you know, like, oh, this poor kid. Teacher. Having a lot of fun. This is, it's, you know, it's been a long time since I've done this by myself. Not by all means. I love Chris, Lois, and Mikey Smith coming out this Saturday. But it's just refreshing to come out and do it by myself. I haven't done it in a while because of my transition period between home life and RV life, van life. And becoming a minimalist is totally against the grain. You know, not only am I a flat earther, but, you know, I pay little to nothing in rent. And it's awesome.
Flat Earth?
Yeah, you want to chat about it?
Yeah, let's chat about it.
All right, right on.
All right,
Yeah.
so let me hear what you think about that.
Yeah, well, I got some pamphlets. I'd love for you to
All right,
check it out.
let's check this out.
Here you go, man.
Oh, perfect.
Pamphlet, yeah, just...
Thank you. All right, so let me hear your views.
Yeah, so you know about water, right?
Yeah, I know about
Yeah,
water.
okay. Water lays level in a pool, in a cup,
100%, yeah.
okay, in a lake.
Yeah,
Okay, what about the ocean?
lays level.
Okay, so how does it become a sphere then into a ball?
Gravity.
Gravity. But you just said that water lays level, so how does it then turn
100%.
into a sphere?
Okay, so the Earth itself is a spherical shape, right?
Okay, actually it's oblate.
This,
Yeah, but that's
okay,
what...
yeah, that's fair.
Anyways,
that's
you know,
fair.
yeah.
It is oval.
Okay.
It's an oval shape.
Okay.
But with gravity keeping everything in,
Mhm.
why would water just be floating around?
Okay, yeah, fair enough. In a lake, there's a shoreline, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what if the Earth, instead of being a globe like you guys presuppose, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you never verified it yourself,
Yeah.
right?
100%.
Okay. What if it just went on forever? Land and water, and then there are just other shorelines.
What have y'all verified yourselves?
I'm sorry?
What have you guys verified?
Water lays
Flat Earth.
level. Yeah, so there's a
Verified that
curvature.
water lays level.
There's a curvature calculation. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
I don't know exactly, but I know there's a curvature calculation.
Okay,
I know that's
all right. So 50 to 60 miles over a body of water, you should have about 1,700 feet of curvature. So in the middle, there should be a hump of water obscuring other buildings, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so over Lake Michigan, 60 miles away, you still see the top of the Willis Tower, which is about 1,600 feet.
Okay.
Why can you still see it if the Earth is a ball?
I don't know, but like.
I'm just saying.
It's flat, dude.
I'm just saying.
Fucking flat.
You just got to investigate it, you know,
You might
man.
be right.
What about outer space, though?
I don't know shit about that.
Okay.
Wait, so if the Earth is flat, can we walk on the other side of it then?
Well, like I said, what if it went on infinitely? How do you get to the underside of something that's infinite?
We take the other way.
Okay, how do you explain astronauts?
And then it goes infinite.
Wait, hold
How
on.
do you
You
explain
think the Earth
astronauts'
is
pictures
infinite?
then?
I think so.
You think
Another idea.
Is this like a flat plane that never ends forever?
I think so. Can I address your other idea, and then I'll get to your question about astronauts, okay? What if the Earth was like a disc shape, okay, and it had a ring around it, like an Antarctic ice wall?
Okay.
And if you went up and over that, like 500-foot ice wall, aka Game of Thrones, right?
Yep.
And then you traversed over it, went 500 miles that way, and then dropped down, and then you had more land and water. That's another idea, like an Antarctic ice wall holding all the water in. Because water has to be contained, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise it continues to flow.
Gravity itself is
Okay.
a container.
The gravity is a theory, man. It's never been proven.
Do not think
I
gravity
think-
is a
I
theory.
think-
Okay, that's fine.
If gravity is a theory, there'd be no reason our feet are on the ground right now.
Well, there could be.
What would the reasoning be?
Do you know about electromagnetism and static and stuff like that?
What in a human body is electromagnetic?
Your heart?
That's a good point.
What do you need to? What do you need when you die?
I don't need
If you-
shit when I die. I'm getting.
Yeah, you get
What?
the paddles to your chest to try to revive you, correct?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
That's fair. That's a good point.
So
okay, if
saying.
Earth was a disc, and if there was that Antarctic ball shit you were talking about in the middle, are all these Hubble images, everything from space, is that all fake?
Yeah, it is
that what you
actually.
believe? Okay.
It is actually, and they admit that they're composites and CGI.
I
So,
think we need to go
hey, do your thing. Yeah,
That was a good-
astronauts, real
I
quick.
really fuck with that.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I want to hear this part real quick.
Yeah, go for it, man.
The astronauts, like
Yeah.
when they go out into inner
Outer space or whatever. Yeah.
they take pictures and it's like a globe.
Yeah.
What's your explanation?
Are you familiar with what a fisheye lens is? Like GoPro and stuff?
Yeah.
A lot of them use GoPro lens. And GoPro lenses are standard to have fisheye lenses. So,
Okay, that's
just something to think about, man. Yeah. I got this for you. I don't know if you grabbed that. Have a good night, man. Cheers. What's happening, man? No, I'm talking about flat Earth. Yeah, what do you think?
The Earth's definitely not flat.
The Earth's definitely not flat. Okay, how do you know that? Can you give me 2 proofs that you live on a globe?
GPS satellites. How else would you get that? How does
Okay.
that work?
GPS satellites are for ground positioning system, and they triangulate your position, dude. Yeah? I think I just blew his mind. I just blew his mind! He doesn't know what to do! Woo! Give me a break. All right, and then as people come in and out, all that they're gonna really probably see is the sign for now. I think when there's less people here, I have a free hand, and I have a free hand, because it's quite blustery out at the moment. So I was hoping to have a free hand so I could hand brochures out as people walk by. So we gotta wait for the wind to die down quite a bit. It is, if I wasn't holding the sign, it'd fly off. And we don't want that, do we? So it's just as good. Want to chat about it, sir? We can chat about it. Oh, oh, okay. Okay, well, I know about it. Yeah. I mean, I would say there's a difference between believing and knowing, but, you know, what do I know? I'm just some guy. Just some guy hanging out. Hi. Yeah, well, I know it. So. A lot of open minds here. I bet you a few pennies that I'll run into a handful of these students over the course of the next 2 or 3 months here on campus. These guys are just trying to get phone numbers. And with their Menards 5-gallon drum pails. So this guy went all out. I mean, you put makeup on your face for a fake football game. I guess. Yep, people are people. I mean, you can just feel the lust in these guys' heart over there, just staring at these girls. Kind of makes me feel uncomfortable, but this is a prime real estate here. A lot of people walking back and forth. So just let them guys be those guys. That's not how typical guys are. I mean, that might have been how I was a number of years ago, but, you know, flat earth, man, it just wakes you up to just treat people with more dignity and respect than just look at a female and, you know. This guy's bartering. Give him your belt. Give him your belt. No.
Tickets, anyone need tickets? Anyone need? You need a single, sir? Sir, you need a single? Tickets, tickets.
Right to the front.
You need six. I got a pair. You got two?
No, you don't. You don't have a pair, sir. I guarantee it. Hopefully it doesn't rain. I mean, I know there's a couple people out there in YouTube land. I wish it does. How you doing?
Doing well, how are you?
Hey, I can't complain, thanks. Hopefully it doesn't rain, right? It's got a lot of metal in her ear. Hey everybody! So here we are. We got our Minnesota Flat Earth hat on, and of course we have our Golden Gopher garb on just to fit in, because we look like we're a college student. That's all I need going for me. So we've just been hanging out here. This is a good look at everything that's going on. Still a lot of people coming in. I expect hopefully some good conversations later, but and then everybody's wearing these jail suits, slavery suits, because that's probably senior stuff, or maybe you gotta wear that as a freshman. That's how you get, you know, hazed. That's their hazing. You have to wear that to fit in. All right, we're back. Even though it doesn't really feel like I left, I'm sure you missed me. Had to step away for about an hour. Rookie mistake. Forgot to plug in my external battery as my phone battery was running dead, and external battery charged my phone for like 10 minutes. So good thing I know where to park for free near the train station and near the stadium. So it was just a quick jaunt to hang out in the car and charge up everything. Your Minnesota Golden Gophers 38, New Mexico State Aggies getting destroyed 10. It's about the end of the third quarter, not even the fourth yet. People are already exiting the stadium. It did sprinkle a little bit earlier in the past hour or so, but nothing too serious to draw people away from the area. But, you know, not surprisingly, your Golden Gophers are totally in control. Aggies, no match for your Golden Gophers. And then we have those guys back with their 5-gallon drums. So I'm trying to stay somewhat far away from them so we can still have some good interactions. First time I've seen those guys. So here's come some more people coming out with what they working on the railroad outfits.
How do you know that?
See that smirk? I see the smirk. People have good peripheral vision. So even though they don't look directly at the sign, they can read. They know what's up. So we got about, probably another hour out here. I'm sure the fourth quarter is gonna just cruise by. The Aggies have probably given up. These two girls here.
Yes, Lieutenant Tyler Johnson is incomplete.
They'll be interested at another time. The wind is still prevalent. It's still about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Not a good day if you're a golfer, although it would be challenging for you. And if you are a golfer and you've never played Hot Shots Golf, easily the only reason to buy a PlayStation 3.
Roll or die. Skyrim. Roll or die. Often justice is not fair.
Acceptable carrier, 12-yard gain on the play, and that's another Golden Gopher.
I think I'm gonna go over there. Everybody seems to be going towards the intersection, but hopefully y'all can still hear. I checked the audio. I'm using a earpiece mic, but you know, what do you want? I mean, you know, this is good territory here, and you're just gonna have to deal with the drumming as much as I have to deal with it right now. At least they're better than those drummers that we had to listen to at the Twins game a couple weeks back. Sounds like they have a little bit more rhythm and passion. I'm not sure, but they're out here, you know, so you got to figure that they're out here because they love what they do, and it's not about the money, right? So I got those lights, the stadium lights above are really casting some good light here on the signage. That is laminated, of course. Yeah. No. Prove it to me. Can you come over and talk about it? Instead of running over that immovable object in the middle of the sidewalk? No. No, you won't.
And the Gophers have entered the K-Side red zone.
Oh yeah. We want to chat about it? No. Just school. School is on point. It always is correct and never would mislead you. I think that's it, folks. Game over. They still got a quarter to play.
So on the 4-yard line, he stepped out of bounds.
Thanks everybody for hanging out for the duration and dealing with 5-gallon jug guys. If you haven't yet, like, share, and subscribe here. You know. I think this is just too much even for me. I'm gonna go to a new location. All right, much better. You know, even if I got into a conversation with somebody, we wouldn't be able to hear over the, you know, just. Let them do their thing. Let them have the corner. I could go down there too, but people gotta walk this way too, and this is just how it's gotta be for now. Hopefully in the future these drummers won't be there. How you doing, man? What do you think about it? Has it ever crossed your mind?
The technology says it's not flat.
Okay, like what technology would you? Could you point to?
Well, when you look, you can't really see far it's out of perception.
Right.
But the satellites, the people in different places, you know,
okay.
Communicate.
Okay.
So
satellites? You're thinking satellites are a proof of you living on a globe?
Well, throughout time they've been talking about that. Is it flat?
Okay. Well, did you know that with that same technology, you can zoom in to objects that have gone, quote, over the horizon, like a ship on water? And so if we're able to use technology to kind of show that the Earth is a level, motionless plane, because water always finds its level when stagnant and not flowing. So if a lake and a pool and a cup are level, how is it that the oceans are not also level?
I never thought about that, because no matter where the ocean is throughout the world, you know, that's kind of tripped out. Have they ever done like a straight, the ocean, isn't that just gravity and water is like molecules that are open. I'm not really familiar.
Yeah, that's fine. And they've done like Wi-Fi point-to-point communication over 146 miles. 50-foot towers from one side of the ocean to another, they're able to communicate. Now, with the idea of the Earth being a ball, there should be a water in between one tower and another, right? But if it's point-to-point communication with no repeaters, how is that possible on a globe then?
Well, if there's a slight bend.
There is no bend, sir. Water doesn't bend, man. Come on, that's magic.
No, well, the water would dissipate imagine across the land.
I don't imagine. We're not imagining, sir. We need observational science, and that's what science is. It's the scientific method. I should be able to prove that we live on a spinning ball, right? And there's no test that can prove that. We don't spin.
What about the rotation? So
there's no rotation.
The Earth isn't moving?
Absolutely not. It's not a sphere either, sir.
It's not a what?
It's not a sphere. It's not a ball in outer space, no.
What is you doing a documentary?
I have a YouTube channel, actually. Yeah, and I do this quite often here in Minnesota. I'm the unofficial official ambassador of Flat Earth here in Minneapolis.
Okay.
And so that's just like basic 101 proofs of your flat Earth. And you mentioned satellites. Did you know that all your communication on Earth is done through landlines, fiber optic cables, ground towers, and high altitude balloons? Not satellites.
Okay, well, the satellites are a global positioning of the people.
Yeah, it's called ground communication.
Where you are.
With ground towers, yes.
But all of the wireless communication
is Wi-Fi.
Yes, the Wi-Fi
communicates with ground towers.
Right, and everything's still fiber optic.
Yes, underground fiber optics, yes. So there are no satellites, like as prescribed. Did you know that all your pictures of outer space, CGI, composite images?
Well, CGI.
Yeah, it's created on a computer.
Yeah, computer-generated graphics.
Yeah, they're all rendered.
Are you saying the tail wags the dog?
I'm sorry?
Are you saying the tail wags the dog? What I mean by that is the technology and everything, because we, on Earth, we make the decisions.
What's this we stuff, though? You make your own personal decisions, right? Okay, so by our silence, we consent to how things are.
Perception.
Right.
I see something different than you.
Yep, but the one thing that all of us here as human beings can agree on is water lays level.
That is true.
Yeah, and so the globe Earth, the heliocentric model, is the largest religion on Earth.
What is a heliocentric model?
The model is where the Earth revolves around the sun. And actually, as described, we live in a geocentric environment, which means the Earth stands still, it's firm and immovable, and the sun and the luminaries above us are the ones that are moving around us. There's no parallax with stars.
Don't they rotate too?
Yeah, they spin around. Yeah, I mean...
We don't move.
No.
And
so when the sun was, quote, setting, all it was doing is just traveling further away from your perspective.
Well, from my perspective, might not be the correct perspective. But when it comes to your channel and everything, how is the public reacting to you? Are you getting a lot of attention as far as the count and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's fairly productive, actually. Yeah, and I mean, you know, you kind of feel like sometimes you're preaching to the choir, but I do this often enough where I do allow new people to come into my conversation, and then it's up to them to do their own research. I mean, if you really like sit down and do your own research, even if it takes 3 to 6 months, you will come to a knowledge of the Earth being immovable and flat.
Well, I think the term preaching to the choir, that just means everybody believes the same thing.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is everybody believes the Earth is flat.
I'm saying that a majority of the people who do come to watch my videos do agree with what I'm saying.
I'll check that out.
But it's kind of like the majority, right? Group mentality.
Right.
You know? So if I was to have to conversate with 10 people here that I could just randomly pick. I'll bet you $1 that 9.5 out of 10 of those people believe they live on a heliocentric ball Earth, right?
Heliocentric means flat.
Nope, it means that the sun is the center and we revolve around it.
Okay, let's
That's
do it.
sun worship.
Talk to 10 people, let me see. I'll give you $1 if 1 out of 10 agree.
Okay, so like ask them if they believe the Earth is a ball.
Flat.
Oh no, nobody's gonna believe the Earth is flat, man. I'm saying that if I grab 10 people, they'll all believe the Earth is a ball, right? Okay, so I'm saying, let me finish my point here, okay?
You're obviously very smart.
Well, I do what I can.
School here?
No, I'm 37 years old.
Dude, age.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I guess my point is that the group mentality is, if I grab 10 people, they'll believe they live on a sphere in outer space, right?
The definition of sphere is what?
A ball.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
A sphere is a ball?
A sphere is a circular object, yeah. Okay. And so if I was to grab those people, they would think I'm crazy, right? But if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll have a majority of people be flat earthers. So that majority will help.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What kind of numbers are you attracting on your channel?
Within 24 hours, I usually get about 1,000 views. That's pretty decent for a Minnesota person. But a lot of those people are not necessarily subscribers. They might just come through because I handed them my card, right?
Right.
And then come by.
So what do you edit on? What are you? Final Cut Pro, Vargas, Sony, Adobe?
You can edit with a simple Windows Movie Maker.
Oh man, that's sad. We're fucked. We're trying. I get that. Like my friends are a lot better, and I try and figure out. The only thing you can really do is you can speed it up and slow it down. The transitions are awful. So that's what you're editing on.
Check out my videos, man. I think you might be impressed.
Yeah, man. You should see some of mine. I got some pretty big head counts. I do commercials.
Okay.
I only have one that had pretty big views. I do political ads.
Okay, what's your channel, or what's your, you want to shout out? You can give some advertising here.
Certainly. I'm getting some advertising here. This is awesome. Just go to YouTube, or just search Jeffrey Allen Wagner, and I'm #1 in my name.
Okay.
Jeff Wagner, I'm also #1. But yeah, we obviously we're doing political ads. The previous ads, World Sphere, folks.
Right.
Our previous ads were, or what I used to do is commercials for other people, but I found when I put myself in front of the camera, dealing with other media people, bands, film, all those people, I realized you got to get into the mind of the people that you're interviewing.
Yep.
So say you're coming to me, right? And I could be a skeptic, but if I want you to work hard for me, I have to get in your mind. This does not make any sense. I have to get in your mind and have you think I like you. If you think, as a filmmaker, whatever, blog, whatever, if you think I like you, what are you going to do?
Well, then I'll hang out. Yeah, I'll come with you more.
You know, you'll try to promote and make me look better.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Kind of like the term, I guess, that goes around would be called shilling for you. Yeah.
Is that the hustle?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, hey, you know, I got this idea from you, and then I go out and I promote it.
So when you do your editing, you just do a split, go to the...
I don't want, you gotta, I gotta keep you curious, Jeff. I don't want to give you all the answers.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you my end game.
Okay.
My end game here at the university is to help impact the students. No, I don't.
Yeah,
I want to impact the students and challenge the idea of flat Earth. This is the perfect spot to be. And hopefully over a period of time, the consistency and dedication will be noticed. And then the students will ask the teachers questions. And then the teachers will be challenged and then looking into it themselves. And then if the teachers realize that they're teaching false information, those with the conscience will then help change the educational system.
Well, at the same time, if they're in a big university, not very many are going to challenge the system.
Yeah.
And you said people need to look in.
Yeah.
People, if they do that, they don't like what they find.
Yeah, then they realize that it's too much, and they don't want to lose their job, friends, family, because you know, quote, conspiracy theories rub people the wrong way sometimes. But what conspiracy theories really represent is just challenging the state, which is what we should always do. We should always keep people in authority in check.
Right. Does that happen much anymore?
It is now.
Corporate media?
Hey, all I can do is just be myself though, man, right?
Okay, I'm just thinking bigger.
Yeah, I mean, it is online in terms of like your major networks with Flat Earth, but usually it's in a condescending mockery tone,
right,
and it's not taken seriously.
Right. You read the book, Manufacturing Dissent?
You know, even though I'm as old as I am, I still don't read too many books, man.
Why do you say you're so old, brother? You look young.
Yeah.
I just turned 50.
Okay.
And it's tragic.
No, it's not. Don't tell me that.
It is. You're fucked. You're fucked. Because some people, see, I don't have any kids, and they say when you have kids, you grow up.
Yeah.
So, emotionally, first of all, I used to drink heavily and sober down for like 20
great.
years, and that
Awesome.
pulls you back from growing emotionally, because usually it's mental health issues that causes you to self-medicate.
Yes.
So emotionally, I don't realize that I'm this age, and when you look at yourself in the present, you don't see it. But if you look at other people, you're like, holy fuck, you look awful.
Yeah.
And we live in such a society that it's all youth-based. Everything's about youth. Everything as far as marketing.
Yep.
Where are the ads for the older folk? Yeah, I think it was Dos Equis.
If the Earth is round, wake up people.
Okay, like a penny? Round like a penny, right? I'm an effing moron, so there you go.
He's inebriated.
Yeah. Well, that's fine.
I don't know, man. I think it's really cool what you're doing.
Yeah, appreciate
that.
that.
Have you got any big media to pick up your story besides the mockery? Because with my first commercial that went really big, search Jeffrey Allen Wagner, look for the greatest political ad ever. True TV said that. And also the worst political ad ever, the Washington Post. Very proud of that Washington Post.
Hey, right on, man, yeah.
And if you ever do a commercial, never do it, and I did this, in a bathtub.
Never do it in bathtub.
Bathtub, the water's flat.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's curvatures. So it's still flat, so I don't know. It's a sphere, I guess. But if you do, for some reason, don't go full Monty, which I did, and it made me realize I needed to shave my guts out.
Okay.
Dude,
all right.
Like a forest, bro.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Hippie lifestyle, right?
Yeah, well, it's a huge issue. America has a major problem with pubic hair.
Okay.
I'd say 65% don't shave their pubes.
Okay.
And you know that's enough pubes to fill Madison Square Garden 3 times.
3 times, wow. You know, I'm not as passionate about pubic hair as you are. And I would just encourage you, if you had 1% of that passion towards Flat Earth, you'd be a Flat Earther in 1 week.
Maybe I could have you in one of our ads.
Hey, yeah, email me. I got my email, contact information on my YouTube channel, so.
Can we get back to the pubic hair? just trips my mind.
Well, flat Earth tripped my mind too. So
what brought you to this? How old were you now?
About 3 years ago.
3 years?
Yeah.
Was there something specific? Did you meet somebody else?
No, actually, you know, I've always questioned authority and challenged my reality. And I was just driving and I was watching a YouTube video, you know, listening to it. And it just went to autoplay and it played a video called 200 Proofs. The Earth is Not a Spinning Ball by Eric Dubay. And it was just on in the background. Eric Dubay. Thailand.
Thailand? He's not the one that does value entertainment, is he?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so, but you could ask him. Maybe he's listening right now.
Do you ever do time lapses of what you do? I guess I would, if you cannot get a visual of the entire Earth, how can you do a time?
Yeah, you can do high altitude balloons. And there are...
Do you have the budget for that?
I don't personally, but I have seen some very provocative videos of high altitude balloons that are not using fisheye lenses.
Okay, is that what, like this?
This has a wide angle zoom. Yeah, it's a pretty sophisticated little piece of equipment.
So it's a phone or just a camera?
It is a phone. Yeah, it's an LG G6.
Is that an expensive one?
Yeah, I mean, fairly. It was 2 years ago it came out or so at the time, and I think it's one of the best phones I've ever had.
Is the world flat? Can we interview?
Nope, not into it. These kids might be. See, I gotta grab the college kids. Jeff will help me out.
Can we interview about a flat Earth? That's all
Flat Earth? No.
What is the deal with like these things that they wear?
I think they're working on a railroad. That might be their hazing for either freshmen.
Too many of them.
You think it's a hazing thing for freshmen? No? I think it is. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm just doing some time.
Oh, ma'am, that wasn't very nice. You want to chat about it?
What'd you do?
She said, I asked her how she's doing, and she said better than you.
Hey, can we interview you about the Earth being flat?
What do you think about
okay, is
flat
there,
Earth?
is there flat?
So,
I got some pamphlets here for you.
Okay, he wants to interview. Let's interview because let's face it.
Yeah.
You know, can you really believe the technology? Get over there so you
can. Sure.
Still interview.
Yeah. So give me, can you give me 2 proofs that you live on a ball in outer space?
Yeah, I haven't moved from where I stand.
Okay. Other than you spinning right now, have you ever felt yourself spinning while you're sober?
Yeah, so I live actually in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
And I traveled through time here.
You did?
Today.
It's amazing. Right on.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys drive home safe tonight and everything.
I'm not going to drive. I'm from the United Kingdom.
You are?
Drive.
Okay, so
There's
you're going to swim?
Transit.
Are you going to swim back home?
No, it's called public transit. Like, I pay tax dollars. I get on a bus. The bus driver drives the bus.
To the UK? Over the water?
No, I'm going to be all the way over the water.
Is it a magic bus?
I'm going back to the UK tonight. You want to send me back?
Yeah, actually, there's a flat Earth. You know, Speaker's Corner.
Question for you. What do you corner with that one guy?
Yeah,
you think about the flat Earth?
I think it's a pretty good idea.
Explain to me the flat Earth.
Water lays level, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's concave, dog. All the way across.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so if water lays level, right? How is it that the ocean curves and turns into a ball?
Gravity.
Okay.
It's like gravity.
Gravity's not is a theory though.
Big. Oh, it's if I drop my gravity.
I don't know. It just trips my mind.
Well, flat Earth tripped my mind too. So.
What brought you to this? How old were you now?
About 3 years ago.
3 years?
Yeah.
Was there something specific? Did you meet somebody else?
No, actually, you know, I've always questioned authority and challenged my reality. And I was just driving and I was watching a YouTube video, you know, listening to it. And it just went to autoplay and it played a video called 200 Proofs. The Earth is Not a Spinning Ball by Eric Dubay. And it was just on in the background. Eric Dubay. Thailand.
Thailand? He's not the one that does value entertainment, is he?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so, but you could ask him. Maybe he's listening right now.
Do you ever do time lapses of what you do? I guess I would. If you cannot get a visual of the entire Earth, how can you do a time?
Yeah, you can do high altitude balloons, and there are.
Do you have the budget for that?
I don't personally, but I have seen some very provocative videos of high altitude balloons that are not using fisheye lenses.
Okay, is that what, like this?
This has a wide angle zoom. Yeah, it's a pretty sophisticated little piece of equipment.
So it's a phone or just a camera?
It is a phone. Yeah, it's an LG G6.
Is that an expensive one?
Yeah, I mean, fairly. It was 2 years ago it came out or so at the time, and I think it's one of the best phones I've ever had.
Is the world flat? Can we interview?
Nope, not into it. These kids might be. See, I gotta grab the college kids. Jeff will help me out.
Can we interview about a flat Earth? That's our
Flat Earth? No.
What is the deal with like these things that they wear?
I think they're working on a railroad. That might be their hazing for either freshmen.
Too many of them.
You think it's a hazing thing for freshmen? No? I think it is. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm just doing some time.
Oh, ma'am, that wasn't very nice. You want to chat about it?
What'd you do?
She said, I asked her how she's doing, and she said better than you.
Hey, can we interview you about the world, Earth being flat?
What do you think about?
Okay, is there flat?
So,
I got some pamphlets here for you.
Okay, he wants to interview. Let's interview because let's face it.
Yeah.
You know, can you really believe the technology? Get over there so you can.
Yeah, sure.
Still interview.
So give me, can you give me 2 proofs that you live on a ball in outer space?
Yeah, I haven't moved from where I stand.
Okay. Other than you spinning right now, have you ever felt yourself spinning while you're sober?
Yeah, so I live actually in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
And I traveled through time here.
You did?
Today.
It's amazing. Right on.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys drive home safe tonight and everything.
I'm not going to drive. I'm from the United Kingdom.
You are?
Drive.
Okay, so
There's
you're going to swim?
Transit.
Are you going to swim back home?
No, it's called public transit. Like, I pay tax dollars. I get on a bus. The bus driver drives the bus.
To the UK? Over the water?
No, I'm going to
all
the way over the water.
Is it a magic bus?
I'm going back to the UK tonight. You want to send me back?
Yeah, actually, there's a flat Earth. You know, a Speaker's Corner.
Question for you. What do you corner with that one guy?
Yeah,
you think about the flat Earth?
I think it's a pretty good idea.
Explain to me the flat Earth.
Water lays level, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's concave, dog. All the way across.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so if water lays level, right? How is it that the ocean curves and turns into a ball?
Gravity.
Okay. Gravity's not is a theory though.
Big. Oh, it's if I drop my gravity has been proven wrong.
And so what about electromagnetism and the ground being ground, and then as you elevate yourself up into the air, there's more electricity.
Can you elevate?
And so it's a matter.
Elevate.
Yeah, but it's a way to manipulate the ether. Do you know what the ether is?
Yeah, dude. It's a drug that makes people.
Okay, well, it's just like it's the alleged molecules between me and you that are permeating off of. That's how you hear my voice, because we have a medium between us, and so our voice and your ears.
Called air.
Yeah, it could be called air, just for simplicity.
Yep. What does that have to do with gravity?
Well, it has a lot to do with gravity, because you're believing that you live on a ball in outer space, right? And that the core of the Earth is causing the gravitational pull that's bringing you to the ground, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and so
you jump into infinity for me.
And so if gravity were real,
this guy's an idiot. You can't.
I'm an idiot. Then you should probably walk away. Thanks.
No, I can't.
Hey, but you've never confirmed it yourself. You've never confirmed outer space is real.
I don't.
You've never confirmed outer space is real, so how do you know that it's not?
How do you confirm anything? How do I know you're real?
Oh, you guys have had enough. Have a good afternoon.
Have you guys ever done acid? You would like to. You would like to.
Come on.
No, you don't want to talk about it?
Are you on the Daily Show?
Am I where?
Where are you from?
I'm from Minnesota.
We've just traveled around the world this morning.
Uh-huh.
It's not flat.
Okay, that doesn't mean you can just go around the block. The block is flat, right?
I'm trying to understand.
You're a flat earther?
Yeah. Yep. I got a pamphlet here for you. You want to check it out?
Yeah, I do. But
all right, man.
You don't feel? What do you feel about it?
It's flammable. It's a flammable pamphlet.
It's stupid?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, and you looked into it and you've confirmed that.
I follow some people on Twitter that are flat earthers and they're really stupid.
Okay, all right, then,
They're really
yeah.
stupid. They're like, if I put a laser across a large body of water and I point to the other side, I can see it. It's called refraction.
Yeah.
It's science.
Yeah.
I know you can just say that.
What about the guy? What about the guy who jumped himself in his face?
Okay, yeah, good for him. He was using a fisheye lens, which made the curvature that you saw. So, good luck with that, bud.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be argumentative.
Well, I'm just saying, like, that's fine, and I apologize, but Baumgartner, right? Red Bull guy, right? That was a fisheye lens. And so a fisheye lens creates curvature because of the lens, not because the Earth is a ball.
So
look up high altitude balloons. Did you get a pamphlet that I
got a pamphlet.
Okay, right on. In the description section of most of my videos, I have high altitude balloon footage that you can look at, and then you can use your own discernment on whether or not that's real. So, there you go, man. Yeah.
I still think it's bullshit.
Hey, that's fine, man. Yeah, just investigate on your own time, but, you know.
I've tried, but
okay.
I still think
yeah. Y'all have a good, safe trip out there. Pick this guy up, yeah. Yeah, they're still talking behind me. Jeff is, you know, it's kind of hard. It's challenging to talk to people who are inebriated. So when the name calling comes out, you know, we just gotta, it's just not productive. It's just not at all.
Earth is real.
Okay. So many people just, they don't want to wake up. They just love this place too much. They love, if you told them that they were in prison right now, if you literally told them that they were in a prison, they would be okay with that because the illusion of freedom is here. And if and when an alien invasion happens in the future, those aliens are going to be asexual. You know, these aliens aren't going to have a gender. All right, well, that's a better than answer than most. And I think that's really why they're pushing the transgender movement, is they're getting people used to the asexual idea, so that when they do introduce, you know, quotes, an alien race, they will be asexual, so then, you know, humans will just be like, well, I want to be agender. And then they just start growing human beings in laboratories, not naturally. And then that's when I have a problem, because then you're messing around with the human race. That's eugenics.
We don't need to know.
You're reducing our population as human beings, and I have a real problem with that. Because 200 or 300 years from now, we will be extinct if we continue to passively accept these ideas. And I'm just not going to have it. So I think, you know, if people are more inclined to challenge themselves. Over the next couple of days, I do. Usually takes me, like, if I do 4 or 5 hours, probably takes me like 10 hours to edit. Because then like, you've seen Family Guy, right? Right? So I kind of started doing a Family Guy type of thing like a couple months ago, where when I'm talking and interacting with people, I re-listen to all my stuff, and then when a topic comes up, I'll put in like a video of the topic that we were talking about.
With a voice, see, with Final Cut Pro, it's really tough. At least I haven't learned how to do it well.
Yeah.
Audio sucks.
Okay.
Because you have to cut your audio, and
because audio is separate.
Yes, and that's Final Cut or with.
That's Mac though, isn't it? Final Cut.
Final Cut's
yeah.
Mac, but with it's old technology came from all the PCs. We have a hard time taking like the B-roll of the video if we're trying to do something that looks good, and then make the audio connect with that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, I do. I don't know. Maybe you're a master of it.
Well, I do what I can. I am's what I am's, right? You know, and I think it's fun to. It's very simple.
Well, we can do 1080. What is it? 1080p.
Yeah.
But 4K, we can't touch that.
Yeah.
It doesn't take it.
Yeah.
And even Windows, you know, you have to buy it from a third party now.
Yep.
Because my computer went down. I don't know. Do you know about 4K downloader?
I don't. No.
Okay. You have what software do you use to take the stuff off the internet, YouTube's other channels?
I use my phone sometimes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a PC, right?
And then you could just download stuff off your phone and put it on there.
Yeah, well, you're doing that on your own channel because you're just uploading it. I don't know if you're keeping it on your hard drive, but you have to get 4K downloader. They'll ask you for money, but you never have to give it to them because you'll go to 4K downloader, free software, and then what you do with it, you basically go to any YouTube video tutorial, and you right-click to copy it, then you bring it to 4K downloader, and on the left-hand side, you'll click on one of the buttons, and then I don't think you have to paste, but it'll take the copy or the URL, and it'll download everything.
Okay.
That way you could take other people in the movement or anything as far as video of the Earth, all the space stuff, and that'll help you.
Okay, right on. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah.
Sure. Well, I don't know, man. I'm just. Man, how does old guys like us get laid?
I don't.
Over here
Yeah, I don't worry about stuff like that.
Man, we got to.
No.
How long? Video of me. How long?
Is that your video stuff right there? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just basically, hi folks. I'm just doing a time lapse.
Okay.
I tried to come to the game, but I showed up late.
No.
It's like halftime. But dude, I just starting here. At the U. So you're not trying to get laid with these guys?
No, not at all, man.
Why not?
No. It's just not. If I focus on that, then I lose focus on what I feel I'm led to do.
Right.
Yeah, and sex isn't really that important to me.
Dude,
so,
how much can we watch Pornhub.com?
Yeah, it's just not an interest to me, man. Yeah.
I'm really into Asian.
I think pornography is, you you ever read the article "All Pornography is Gay"?
Well, people actually like to.
Well, I don't think that you're like, no, it has nothing to do with homosexuality, though.
No, but you're watching some dude's penis.
Well, no, it doesn't have anything to do with that either.
What does it have to
do? It
do?
means that pornography is a eugenics program to, in a way, sterilize men because they'll not be attracted to women. They'll be attracted to the imagery of women and lust.
And that is a huge problem.
And we won't be able to procreate.
You're desensitized, as they say.
Yeah.
You know, and as older guys, we're already branded in mass media such a youth culture in America.
Yeah.
You know, look at corporate media in commercials, whatever. It's all really good-looking people. They use good-looking people to sell the product.
Oh yeah, sure.
And in reality, That's not the perception of the average person.
Yeah.
Or that is not the average person.
Yeah.
But I really have a problem with the branding of the older guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we're, you know, an old guy asks a chick for the number. As an older dude, she automatically thinks I'm something else. Thinks like I'm an old bird or something. And I'm not. And, you know, TV, the news pushes this out there, you know, because usually it's an older white guy that, you know, is trying to do things that are inappropriate.
Yeah.
So that's where the women get this perception. But we have so much knowledge that should be shared because we all know guys are dogs. You know?
I mean, can be.
You don't seem to be, but at the same time, you haven't met a chick that is into flat earthism.
Well, that doesn't mean, yeah, I mean, that a flat earther, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I have to engage in extramarital sex with somebody.
Right.
And I just feel like that's not my calling, you know, to find a girl through flat earth.
You know, a lot of the creatives, either ADHD or obsessive compulsive. I am obsessive compulsive.
Fuck. Oh, you lutz, yeah.
I already broke one of them.
Oh, really?
Second.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the Earth is not a sphere in outer space. Okay, let's dialogue about it. Prove it! Come here. Or walk away like a coward. You know, you yell at me and you tell me to prove it, but then you walk away. So shut your mouth. 48-10, your Golden Gophers are destroying New Mexico because that's what they plan to do. Look at these guys. How you doing? That is quite the get-up for a college football game that doesn't mean anything. You know, you would think that, you know, adults like that would realize professional sports are not real and they're fake, rigged entertainment for the masses to keep them blinded. But people love paying taxes and working their job, so how you doing? I was here once too, you know, but golly, wake up people, come on. Please wake up before it's too late. You gotta wake up. You gotta wake up, man. Just, you can't be here when it all goes down thinking that your government loves you and they have your best interest in heart. They want to destroy you. That is the purpose. They want to slowly, it's a slow kill. You know, it's not going to happen overnight. Just as long as they can cut 10, 20, 30 years off your life and you think that you had a good run, that's not a good way to think about life. You're supposed to live for hundreds of years. We're supposed to live for thousands, infinitely. And by our silence, we have consented to GMO, vaccine, chemtrailing, 5G, television manipulation, propaganda. And all the fear-mongering has just brought these people to their knees where just as long as they can go to a college football game on a Thursday night before Labor Day.
All right, we're going this way.
You couldn't convince them. You couldn't convince them anything. game's almost over. There is 3:40 left in your fourth quarter. I'm sure they got the third and fourth stringers out there. Those guys are still playing the drums down there. I'd love to go down to that intersection, but that's just too much. I can't. We can't do that. Not just for my sake, but I'll think about the viewers also. Got a lot of ideas in the docket here for the future. Got some stuff going on this weekend for Labor Day weekend. How you doing? Love the smirk. Smirking is always good. It means you're being effective. How y'all doing? Never landed on the moon, sir. Never landed on the moon. Not even once. And why wouldn't we go back? Like, we shouldn't have to send a rocket through the Van Allen belt, the fastest we've ever done it, in 2018, where we should have like an expressway to the moon and outer space. It should just come second nature to us by now, 40 or 50 years later. So people can't comment or dialogue on camera. They walk by and mock and ridicule when they think I can't hear.
And that's another golden gopher.
First down, amazing. As they're destroying this team at 9:30 at night, people are still jazzed up. I mean, they win a game and it's like Christmas morning for some people.
What do you think about flat Earth?
Yeah, what do you think, man?
There's so much evidence against it.
Okay, give me two.
Curvature of the Earth.
There's no curvature ever been measured, okay?
Gravity.
That doesn't prove you're on a ball, sir.
Why do you think it's flat?
Well, you didn't give me two proofs you live on a ball, man.
Proofs that you live on a flat surface.
Water lays level.
That's water tension.
Okay, no, it's not water tension, man. Because
Earth.
water lays level and when it's stagnant.
But the curvature of the Earth.
There's no curvature, man.
But there is.
Yeah, no,
no, there's not, actually.
Wait. Did you go to school?
And there's another proof. You want me to give you another proof?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, the horizon rises with your eye level. At no point do you get any high enough to see the curvature of the Earth like a ball on a high altitude balloon.
Actually, I really want to know. I'm so sorry. I don't mean any disrespect. I want to know.
No, you can't. I've been on plenty of airplanes and I've never seen the curvature. I've seen high altitude balloon footage. I got a pamphlet here for you guys.
No, it's all good. Can I ask you something?
You don't want it?
No. I'll take it.
Why not, man?
I do actually. I don't mean any disrespect. So what is the reasoning?
So what's at the end of the Earth?
Andrew, wait your turn. I want to talk to him for a little bit.
Just like 2 minutes, yeah.
2 minutes.
Sure.
So let's say like since the ancient times, right? The Egyptians, the Romans, the Greeks, you see them sailing out. It's the simplest example,
exactly.
And I'm sure you prepared for it. So, the mast sinks down the horizon.
Yep.
So what is the excuse for that, if you don't mind?
Yeah,
I want to know.
It's typical. I mean,
it's the easiest. Yeah. So what is the reasoning for that then? If you don't mind
so would you think like, if you're walking on and I'll get to your point, but when you're walking on a street or you're driving your car, you see water accumulate on the ground, but then when you get closer to it, it disappears, right?
Because it evaporates?
Okay, well, because it's your perception of water is on the ground, but then when you get closer to it, it disappears, right?
Whoa.
Okay, so it's typical mirroring and refraction. And so what happens is when a boat's going over the quote horizon, it's the sun and the water temperature. So the surface of the water on an early day is much colder than when the sun heats up the surface of the water. So you're going to have natural refraction.
So you're saying whenever the mass sinks below the horizon, that affects thousands of square miles just to be like it's colder? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you got to understand that
there's millions of people that can witness that.
Yeah, and you can also, millions of people could also get a P900, which is one of the most powerful civilian zoom cameras you can buy.
Well,
and zoom can I finish my point?
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, let me finish my point.
I don't mean it. Yeah,
okay.
Let him finish.
So when you, with your naked eye, see it going over the horizon, you grab a zoom camera and you can bring that object back into focus.
How do you? Because it's zooming in.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, and so it's just all about your own personal perspective, and you can't see forever, man. But that's not the curvature of the Earth. That's just natural mirroring and refraction.
And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I mean, like, you're never going to change my opinion, but I really want to.
Don't ever say never, man.
Sure, that's fair. I would love to know what convinced you to
gravity work.
Andrew, if you don't, I'm being an asshole. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I really want to know what made him change your mind.
I started to question outer space more.
Sorry.
And I realized that all of our images of outer space are not real. They're CGI composite images.
How do you know that?
Because you can look at all of the pictures on NASA and say that they're images or composites.
When did you start realizing that?
About 3 years ago.
Okay.
No.
Do you have any
So this isn't something that
scientist?
I'm a scientist. I'm just some guy, man. You can do these own natural observations yourself. Why do I need credentials?
You don't need to be a scientist.
No,
Are you backed by any institution?
my man.
Any published?
Hey, my man. What you're trying to claim is that scientists, you're lifting them up to a higher level than your own ideas.
Can I ask you a question that's a little different?
Yeah, sure.
Why?
That's what good science claims.
Why does it matter?
Yeah.
Okay, do you like to be lied to?
Are any of your claims?
Absolutely not. That's why I'm here to inform the public that where you think you live is not correct.
So I understand.
And so,
Andrew, can you
answer my question?
And so, what if water?
You did not answer my question at all.
I know, and you need to be a little bit more patient and allow me to give you an answer. Okay? All right,
guys.
Okay. So why
does it matter?
I mean, I don't believe that it's flat. But
okay. You keep saying that. Can I answer your question?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Why
okay.
are you out here?
Let him talk.
Okay. Because I'm passionate about letting people know that we've been lied to about where we live. And this is what I'm called to do, okay? Before I used to play video games, watch movies, and just fart around.
Let him talk.
You know? But when I realized and I started to question my reality and question authority, I wanted to understand what their motive was. And what if there's more land? What if there's more land and more resources?
Sure. Can I ask what your name is?
Okay, Joshua.
Joshua.
Yeah.
I'm Will.
Hey, nice to meet you, Will. Yeah.
So basically, you think there's more resources?
That's an idea.
There are many peer-reviewed.
But how would a flat Earth bring about more resources than a rounder?
How does gravity
Because
work?
could we all kind of agree that on a sphere there's only so much water and land that you can, discover?
It's the same thing for a flat Earth.
Well, what if it goes on infinitely?
It doesn't.
See, but you're thinking that it's a disk, maybe, I don't know, in outer space.
You tell me.
And what I get a lot is, hey, won't you fall off the edge?
I'm trying to give you every benefit of the doubt.
Has anyone ever fallen off the edge?
Right. Yeah. So my point is,
has anyone ever?
Why are you making that claim?
Before?
Can you fall off the shore of a lake?
Stop shouting over each other.
He doesn't have any fucking
Right. So what if the land and water went on forever?
This is bullshit.
I'm just saying, what if? I'm just challenging your thought in terms of like what you.
But the what if
You're saying yeah. So what if you're wrong?
Not shout over each other.
I'm just saying, man. Like, what if you're wrong?
Back up.
Which is fair. Let's just talk about it.
You're saying, what if
the water? Yeah. What if the water and land goes on forever?
It doesn't.
How do you know?
I haven't really talked to someone.
For example, like you said, what if the water went on forever? Clearly travel.
Because you can go around the Earth,
clearly travel,
and meet yourself at the other end.
I can walk around the block here, and I can come back to where I started, right?
Let me ask you this.
Well, not a straight line.
Let me ask you
Right, but if I take 4 lefts, 4 left turns on a block, I get back to where I started, right?
When you take 4 left turns.
Yeah.
You do.
Okay, so if I'm quote circumnavigating on a flat Earth, and I go, you know, from the center point is the North Pole, and if I'm here, if I go like this, then I'm circumnavigating the Earth, right?
No, just the North Pole.
Josh, I gotta make it clear, like, I really do respect. I want to know. I want to know your reason.
Yeah, and it's gonna take a while to kind of grasp.
You're never gonna convince me.
Yeah, and I don't want to.
Hear your,
I do want to challenge you.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about it as well. I think I don't want to get angry. I don't want to like talk about it. I just want to be like, I want to know your reasoning. I want to know why you
don't have credible evidence. See, this.
How do you know?
Angry. I just want to.
Do you have any peer-reviewed literature?
What does peer-reviewed mean? It just means a bunch of yes men.
No, don't even.
And actually, you do need.
Science is great because
science is a religion, man, and it sounds like it's a religion to you.
No, it's not, because if
you
it's
can't
wrong,
you can't verify this stuff yourself, though.
Josh, the difference
can't.
is the difference is there's thousands of people that
That's fine, man. That's fine, man. If you want to believe that, that's totally fine, man. But you can't verify the moon landing, can you?
Yeah, there's
no. You can't verify it by going to the moon.
So that's a negative information. Yeah. Can you confirm anything you've just said?
Yeah, I can show that. Yeah, water lays level.
The thing
and
is
over
around the Earth, the gravity around the Earth.
Do you know what the curvature calculation is?
It's about what, like 12 kilometers, I think, or something like that.
Okay, it's called 8 inches per mile squared.
So yeah, it's roughly 12. So I'm telling you, it's the same argument that you just gave me.
PhDs
you can equally make the same
that are
argument.
doing these calculations.
The argument that it's
far smarter than you.
How much time? Can I ask you guys, all three of you, a question?
Yeah.
And then it just seems like we're not going to get too far.
No, of course.
You know,
I don't want it to be an argument.
Yeah, sure.
I would love to hear your reason.
So let me ask you a question.
Sure,
like,
one at a time.
How much research have you really sat down by yourself in flat Earth?
A lot, actually.
Flat Earth.
Yeah, I've watched YouTube videos, and it's
okay. Like, can you name 2 people that you've watched that you remember?
I don't remember their names, but I've watched like 20-minute videos, and it's kind of scary.
No, I mean like 2 or 3 hour documentaries.
Wait, who are producing these documentaries?
You can't sit for 2 hours and watch a documentary?
Yes, I did. It's called science class, man.
What?
I know, man, but you can't. But what about flat Earth documentaries?
It's the same argument.
Who's backing those up?
We went through science
Who's backing
class.
those people up?
It's not, man.
You went to school. Okay, I know. Andrew, don't be condescending. I really want to know.
Who are backing up these documentaries?
Yeah, Andrew, I don't think that we're going to find level ground here, man.
No, but I think that
you're going to have to just kind of walk away, man. And I think that it would be best for the 4 of us to sit down sober, right? And not be so aggressive, Andrew.
Up your point of view.
Okay, Andrew, I don't need an institution to back up anything. I'm a human being, and I can do observations myself.
But it does.
That's not what science is.
Ask me some questions.
That's fate. To take second and third party information
because it's statistically analyzed.
No,
it has a p-value.
I appreciate you stopping, man. Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Will, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right on, man. You don't want to shake my hand just even for talking? That's fine, Andrew. Have a good afternoon, guys.
I do not, because he's not taking any statistical analysis.
Chill out, man.
We're trying to talk. Any source of literature into account.
You give me some
hypothetical.
Stop. All right, man. Hey, get home safe tonight. No, you're fine. I get that. I get it often enough to just say, hey, you know. So it's cool, man.
Is entitled.
This is free speech. I can do whatever I want, man.
You're not entitled to.
I can. Yeah, I am entitled.
You're not entitled.
I am entitled. I am entitled. This is my First Amendment right, regardless of whether you like it or not. And regardless of whether I agree with whatever you say, Andrew, I would fight for your right to say it on public property. Have a good day, sir. I can talk about whatever the hell I want to. And if you're going to take away my First Amendment right to say whatever I want, then you and I are going to dialogue and we're going to have a problem. Get off of me when I want to say what I want. Get a grip, Andrew. Tell me I'm not entitled to say what I want and be your... Yeah, drink some more $10 beer, dude. Give me a break. Drink your life away. Pathetic. Why don't you stay sober for a week? Why don't you enjoy a game sober? How about that? You ever try that? You ever try to go to a game sober, Andrew? Break. Tell me what I can and can't say. That's people like that that are that's why we're where we're at right now. Because garbage people like that.
I gotta get my purse.
People can't even enjoy a sporting event without getting drunk. Americans. You guys are unbelievable. You give me a break. You don't like what I have to say, you walk away. You don't tell me that I can't say it. Little brisk. Little brisk. I took the hoodie off as I came out here and got the Flat Earth Vegan shirt on right now. It's not cold enough where you really need a long sleeve shirt or anything. Look at all these people here. All these people who want to silence First Amendment. People think that, you know, it's just like you can't, like I can't say what I want on public property just because you don't agree with it. Walk away. I don't agree with a lot of stuff. I don't agree with a lot of people who want to push a narrative to destroy the human race through agendas. How are we supposed to procreate if everybody is interested in the same sex? How are we supposed to procreate when everybody wants to do abortions? How are you supposed to procreate as a human race when you got people who are selfish and sit in front of a computer screen and do ungodly things that they won't even let their grandmother come in?
I do ungodly things.
Yeah, good for you.
Yes, get me on camera.
No, I'm not going to get you on camera. You need to repent. That's what you need to do. Tired of this mentality here, and this is it. People are going to know exactly who we are, who I am anyways. You know, if you don't want to jump on my bandwagon, you know, that's fine, but I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm not going to tolerate the ignorance that goes on here. These people are going to hear about it, and then they have no excuse anymore. They will have no excuse. You can mock and ridicule and laugh all you want, but you will die someday, and you will be held accountable for your laughter and your mockery. And someday the Ark door will close, and you will be banging on the door in such a terrified manner that all you can do is just cry along with the rain. All right, so your Minnesota Gopher final, 48-10. That's all we do here is win. Flat Earth wins. It's no competition. Absolutely not a debate. You will lose every time. Come out here and you do this activism, you have the upper hand. You always have the winning hand. Deal with people like that earlier. You let them walk away in their ignorance and you just pray that they wake up. And if they don't, then, you know, that's just too bad for them. They had a chance. Action-packed, per usual, here at the University of Minnesota. All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like that's about going to wrap it up. We got all these people here staring and wondering why would anybody stand out here and talk about Flat Earth when you can go home and play video games? watch movies, surf the internet, watch YouTube, find out the new trend that the news and media are telling you about. So this is what I like to do. How you doing? The establishment there. Loves to be on camera. So I can't thank you all enough for hanging out for the duration. Hope it was exciting for you as it was for me. And I hope you didn't throw anything at your computer screen or TV or whatever you're watching in anger towards me or, you know, the dialogues that we had. So we'll be back here another time in the future for another Golden Gopher football game. Hopefully they lose next time and we'll have different outcome and different conversations. So if you haven't yet, like, share, subscribe, let your friends and family know that the earth is flat. And you know, I hope that this helps encourage you guys to just get out there and just challenge the public. I do love all the comments out there, but you know, if you haven't gone out and talked to strangers for 2 or 3 hours at a time yourself, but it's easy for you to be an armchair quarterback and tell me how to do it. You know, I appreciate the constructive criticism, but you guys got to get out there and make an impact yourself. You can't just sit back on your hands and expect people to just wake up because you woke up. Take the initiative and share. So, have a good night, everybody. See you soon.